In today's video, we're going to be going over like a 6-month review of the TaoTao DBX1 140cc.
In August?
Probably like 6 to 8 months. I can't say it's 6 months really. I can't say a year.
August.
So it's between 6 and 8 months, I think. But we have Scully. He's going to go over like everything that he did to the bike since he got it, what problems he had with it, what's good about it, what's bad about it. So you guys, if you want to buy this bike and you want to keep it, long term, what to do to it to make it actually last long, and what to kind of avoid when riding it too. So I'm going to have him just start talking about it.
All right, so we'll go over everything I did do it. Put some grips on, some hand guards. That's just
First, talk about how it was stock performance-wise.
All right, so stock, it had you would have core throttle. You tried to hit the throttle and just bog out. It had terrible bog at stock carburetor, and I was like, all right, I gotta buy a new carburetor for it because this thing's junk. So I bought the knockoff Mikuni. I'm probably gonna buy a Nibby or a better carburetor, in the future.
But I mean, if you're on a budget, that knockoff Mikuni, that VM26,
it does do the job good.
That's a good carb.
And then I would get a pipe for right away. This slip-on 20. This is a 38 millimeter.
Exactly.
It actually takes 32, but I didn't know that at the time, so I just bought a 38 and slipped right over.
Yep.
There's a little gap, but it's not bad.
There's gonna be some pit bike noise in the background, real quick.
All we've really done to it is just the carb pipe and a few cosmetic things, but
jetting wise, we're
jetting. We couldn't do any jetting because I bought literally 5 different sets of jets. None of them fit this carburetor, so I was like, well, I give up. I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah, the needle clip position is second from the top, or
it was
second.
I did have it second.
Yeah,
from I did have it all the way at the top, but then I changed to second from the top, and I gave it a little more liveliness in the mid range.
Mid range is definitely a little better, and the pilot's at like 1 turn out.
Yep.
So it's been pretty good. If you go any more, it just kind of gets mad and it doesn't like to idle and all kinds of stuff. The pipe definitely made a big difference in sound.
Yes.
Top speed's still the same, 53 miles an hour. Make sure you guys haven't seen the top speed. Go check that out.
And then the only other really part we've had to put it in was a clutch.
Yeah.
We fried a clutch, but that was partially because I was doing 3rd gear clutch dumps.
Yeah, if you're going to buy this bike and you want to like have a wheelie machine, or you're going to be on it aggressively hard, you're going to want to be really gentle on the clutch and don't just dump it. Otherwise you're going to have to put a clutch in.
You can do second gear dumps, but 3rd gear is just too much for it to handle.
Exactly. We went through that clutch in a month and a half?
Yep, but now it's got enough power at the pipe now where I can just balance it up in 3rd gear without using the clutch. So.
And and then also we had axle bearings and swing arm bushings.
Yeah,
toast.
So basically the axle bearings, you can hear the little clunk, 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 clunk. That's the axle bearings robbing around. But yeah, she's pretty loose.
It's got like a wiggle, and you can see up in the swing arm there's play.
And
it's definitely the axle. You can hear the clunking of the bearings. Probably just blew apart the ball bearings, would be my guess.
Yep. And I'm gonna buy a new rear shock too because the
it's so soft.
And when you're wheeling, it just absorbs all of it, and then it kicks it up last second. So that's kind of poop.
Yep, but it's been running really good. It hasn't started smoking or anything.
Nope.
Hasn't burned any oil.
Clutch has been fine ever since we replaced it.
And also, like, if you're going to try to find parts diagrams and parts, you're not going to find anything. So if you're going to take apart that clutch, you better take it apart and mark where all the parts go and put it in order because there's no information about these things on the internet.
It was fairly easy, though. You can kind of lay the parts out as you go.
And you also need to buy a special socket, too, for the clutch.
Yes. The only other thing, what I really want to do to it is get a new shock, replace, go through the bearings in the rear end.
Yep.
Maybe get the foot pegs where, because sometimes if I plan to jump this thing, I want foot pegs where they mount like skid plate all the way up. Because these you can pull them right out of there, then you got to helicoil them back in.
Yeah.
So that's no fun. And
front suspension wise, everything's good. I think.
Good though. I think
I know there's some upgrades you can do with like the 16-inch rear tire, get some more top speed.
We'll probably put a 17 tooth on the front.
And if you get a 17 tooth front sprocket, you get a little more top speed.
Yep. But I mean, the chain adjusters hold the chain very tight. I haven't really had any problems of it jumping off.
And that's all stock sprocket and chain, right? We haven't changed
all
it.
stock. Yep.
Those have been holding up pretty good. We just tightened it periodically after it stretched. We tightened it up.
Plastics are pretty durable, actually. I mean, we just laid her down yesterday. Didn't break anything. I was very surprised. Good. And nothing else has really gone wrong with it, really.
We had the noise. Remember the noise we had in the valve train?
Oh, yeah, no. So when I blew apart, when the clutch got shredded, it wouldn't run really good after we rebuilt it.
Yeah, it didn't run very good. It made like noise, top end noise and stuff.
Yeah, it would like suck it, sound like it's sucking air. So I thought like I blew apart my head gasket or something.
We did a leak down on it and it was good.
It leaked down, it held quite a few PSI. And
All of a
was
sudden, I
like,
think you were
yeah,
just riding and it
I was
cleared
just
up.
riding and it's cleared up on itself, and I haven't had any problems since, really.
It's weird.
I mean, the brakes are all good, backs, fronts work good, clutch pulls nice and easy.
Yeah. It's been great.
That key doesn't fall out of the holder.
Yeah, it just kind of stays right in there.
Yep. I just leave that on though and
Yeah.
hit the switch up here. But no, still using that other bolt because I obviously when it came didn't have 2 bolts in here, so I had to put my own in, but it holds up.
Oh, yeah,
Bars
it's
are
fine.
tight.
Yeah, bars too. If you get a nice pair of bars with the cross member
Right.
here, would be helpful too. These kind of,
Look like
if you
bicycle
jump, you might end up
handlebars.
snapping them off on a
Yeah.
big jump.
Yeah, I'll probably throw new bars on it in the future.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But-
But for $900, I mean, it was a good
Right.
bike.
Yep. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get new aluminum throttle tube and everything.
Yep, go all out on it.
Yep.
What do you think? Should you start it up, give her a little rip?
Yeah, sure.
Wheelie it maybe down the road?
This is not a cold start.
Yeah, it's been warmed up, so it should start pretty good. Yeah. Definitely sounds good. But yeah, it's been a solid bike overall for the last 6 or 7 months, I think. Especially for being a Chinese bike, I would have thought we would have wrecked a lot more, as we are pretty abusive on it. Just that clutch was the big thing, and it was cheap enough and easy enough to replace. It's a great starter bike. If you go from like a 110 or 125 to the 140, it's nice. It's a nice transition, and then from there you can go to a bigger bike even from there. It's got a good high ride height and everything like that for someone that's taller, 5'10" range. It's perfect. But as long as you don't clutch dump in third, like he's just kind of rocking it back and hitting the gas, which isn't as hard on the clutch. But that basically sums up this one. As an SSR, just somehow gets into the shot. Much better, much better. In the snow, he's just gonna be stuck. You're pooched, bud. You're pooched.